What's going on, it's the RapNerd. The rumors and things about the DC universe is out there. We all know it. Everyone's done their videos on it. I wasn't going to do a video, but it just kind of stuck in my head for a while because it's just really disheartening and disappointing to see them go this direction. And I just wanted to give my 2 cents on why it's disheartening. And it's not even the Snyderverse, because I'm like, at this point, we pretty much know WB isn't fucking with Snyder at all. And there's a number of reasons that haven't been put out there that why it's never gonna happen. Not never gonna happen, but with Toby Emmerich being there, Zach, he's not even gonna do it. Even if they asked him, I doubt he would even want to do it because of what they put him through Snyder Cut. But to erase everything that he did and pick pieces from it, to me, it's just disrespectful, man. And I don't know why WB makes it so hard for its fans. Its fans literally tell him, like, hey, we want this. And Snyderverse aside, I know some of y'all be like, oh, it's a small group of people that want Snyderverse. Even though I disagree with that, it's a lot of people based off of what the Snyder Cut did, and the outcry for to restore Snyderverse is not just a small group of people. But I'll get into that later. But people have been clamoring for another Superman movie starring Henry Cavill. And y'all and again, these are rumors, I don't know, we don't know, but for them to be like, nah, we're just gonna erase that, that's crazy to me. That's crazy. Ben Affleck, I get it. I mean, I feel like he was done after Justice League came out. He was like, nah, I'm not doing IPs anymore. Because, Ben is about the art of filmmaking, and he sees with these IPs, especially with WB, how much tinkering and, meddling they do with it. He's like, nah, I'm straight on that. And he only did the shoot for the Snyder Cut because he fucks with Zack and what he wanted to do. And he's doing the Flash just a farewell to say, like, yeah, I'm definitely done as Batman. So him, I don't have an issue with. I don't have a problem with that. But I just don't see why you're gonna replace Batman and Superman with Batgirl and Supergirl. To me, that just seems disrespectful to the characters, to the actors, and to, like, I don't know. It's almost another version of just like, no, I ain't gonna say that. It's just a weird choice to me to remove them, remove Batman and Superman and replace them. And it's disheartening because I was actually really looking forward to the idea of Batgirl and Supergirl coexisting. Like I was like, when they announced them, especially when the set picture leaked of Sasha, I was like, yo, that's fire. That's dope. Even when they announced the Batgirl casting, I was like, yo, that's dope. We're expanding this DC universe. But now to hear that they're replacing the actors, replacing Superman and Supergirl in the Superman and Batman in the Justice League, it's just like, what? That don't even make sense. And, I get it. Justice League, there are runs and times that, Batman and Superman aren't necessarily always in the situation of stuff happening. But you gotta have them to build the core, to build up the foundation and core of the Justice League. Like, those are the two, like, main members who, alongside with Wonder Woman, they make the Justice League what it is. Like, if Batman and Superman were still existing and off, doing whatever, and, they came into the picture, hey, I get it. That happens. But, and even if it wasn't a Batman and Superman in the Justice League, the problem with this is it's not organic. Like, it's not, maybe if they, told the story differently and it started out this way, it would be organic. But you could just tell this is just like, oh, some retooling or some shit. Like, it almost makes me feel like Andy went in there to just do something like No Way Home, where Supergirl shows up and she just is there, doing her part. And then it goes back to the timeline. I really feel like that's what Andy and everybody kind of wanted to do. And I feel like these new additions were brought on to Warner Brothers, just being like, you know what? We're getting rid of, the Snyderverse for good, in continuity. So, which is weird, they claim, they're talking about the multiverse, and everything exists except Zack Snyder's JL and Batman v Superman and all that doesn't exist. Like, huh? And they just keep. As a DC fan, it's just so disheartening, dog. Like, you compare what they're trying to do to No Way Home, it's like night and day. Spider-Man No Way Home, they set all of it up. If you watch all of the movies, you can see it kind of leading to this. And it's just like, that's how you do an event like this. You set it up. I'm not saying you got to have 16 movies. That's not what I'm saying at all. But there needs to be a glimpse of where this is coming from. And there are no glimpses in the DC universe leading towards this direction. It's just a retooling of the DC universe. And it's disrespectful to the fans. Like, regardless of what side you sit on, like, people be, try to harp on people for being like, well, wait and see. Look, fam, nobody is saying that this is exactly what's going to happen, but if these rumors are being brought up by multiple scoopers, some of which you have been right, and then it links up to another piece of news about, like, Keaton being in Batgirl, what are we supposed to think? You know what I mean? What are we supposed to think? Like, how you retool the universe and keep certain pieces of stuff that you like? It's just a bad idea. Like, this sounds like a really shitty idea, a really bad idea. Of course, I'm still gonna see it. I want to see what's going on. And please don't comment on some boycott shit with me. If you're not willing to boycott other companies out here who have committed mad atrocities, don't come at me about Warner Bros. And all that shit. Don't come at me about that, alright? So I'm gonna keep it cordial like that. Don't come for me. But I'm still gonna wait to see what it's like and what it does, because I mean, it could turn out well. I don't know, but it's not good, bruh. And to talk about and to bring up Ezra, he got a DM and sent a message to somebody talking about it. That's 100% a PR stunt. He has to say that. Dog, Andrew Garfield went on, was it Jimmy Kimmel? I think it was Jimmy Kimmel. One of them late night shows, and told a bold-faced lie. Remember this? It's Photoshop. A bold-ass face lie. That he's not in No Way Home, and Tom Holland lied in every interview, lied in magazines. Like, I wish I could do a film with those guys, but unfortunately it's not this film, but no one believes me. So you really think I'm gonna believe Ezra saying that? At the end of the day, bruh, money talks. Again, they probably signed up for what Andy wanted, just taking a trip through the multiverse and just doing cool shit. And then they got them studio notes like, no, this is what we doing. And I don't know if y'all know, but if you sign a contract, usually if you walk out on it, you can get sued. So it's like, nobody wants to get sued. Here's what it is, man. Like, I just don't, this is not a good idea, man. This is not a good idea. And again, restore the Snyderverse aside. Like, I love it, but if they don't do it, hey, I get it. I tweeted it back in the day. As long as they give us a Snyder Cut, they can do whatever they want. Cool. But for them to erase the Snyderverse, which means they're removing Cavill too, and taking events away, and just act like that never happened, that's terrible. For them to replace Batman and Superman with Supergirl and Batgirl doesn't make sense. To have Keaton there was like Nick Fury, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't. They keep reinforcing the stereotype that DC is chasing Marvel's success in the wrong way. Jesus Christ. They started chasing Marvel the wrong way the moment that they brought Joss Whedon in. No, excuse me, further back. They started chasing Marvel the moment they got the reviews back from BVS and didn't like them. And said, you know what, I'm going to pay attention to the critics of the box office. Because I don't give a damn. If you think $855 million is a flop, you must have some different type of bread. The way you look at it is different. Because that ain't no flop, cousin. It's not. It's just not. I'm sorry. I don't give a fuck if it's Batman. It's not. Doesn't matter. It's a divisive film. The fact that it made that much is its own category. But anyway, the moment they received that criticism and decided, you know what, I'm going to change this shit and give people what I think they want. And they reshot Suicide Squad, released the Ayer cut. Need that too. I would love to see what he does, what his original version is like. And then they literally, now we can see Zack Snyder's JL remake his movie and put that bullshit out. From that moment on, I feel like they've been just trying to chase Marvel's success from that point on. Because we have Zack Snyder's Justice League now, and now the majority of people who've seen it are kind of like, oh, that's what he was doing. I like that. Wow. And if they would have just held their horses, that whole plan could have been done by now. And they could have done it. Yeah, we may not have gotten Justice League in 4 hours, but if you take all of the footage from Whedon and replace it with Zack's movie, like the portions you can fill it out in for 2 hours, it would still be 1,000% better than Whedon's cut. And it would still make people want to see what's next. Guaranteed you. Guaranteed you. Think about it. Everything they shot in Whedon, just replace it with Zack. With what he did in his movie. Replace the music, replace the footage, the story, just replace everything and keep it under 2 hours. It wouldn't be as epic, but the shit would be way better, and we would see the reception be different. It's the big aha moment when this movie first released. And now thank God Matt Reeves put the Batman in a different universe. Thank God. Like, thank goodness. He want no part of that. That's why he was like, nah, I'm straight. I'm good money. I'm straight. I don't want to be part of this shit. And it's funny because him and Zack are like really good friends. As you can see, them both sharing admiration for each other's movies. And Zack said it too. They text a lot and talk a lot. I'm pretty sure Matt was like, so, Zack, what do you think I should do? And Zack was like, get the fuck away. Do your own thing if you can. Do not be involved in that because they had the wrong people in there working. Oh, boy. Marvel just dropped No Way Home, a slapper. Bridging the gap through all Spider-Man fans. Pretty much making the first Spider-Man canon in the first MCU movie. And just extending and opening the multiverse in the way it's supposed to be. Literally revived what I was looking forward to for Marvel. Because after the Endgame, I didn't quite know. I was kind of like, I don't know what they're going to do. How do you get, where are you going to go? I wasn't really feeling a lot of the stuff until WandaVision came. And I was like, oh, multiverse? And then Captain America? Oh, Falcon's Captain America now? Okay, bet. Shang-Chi? Word. Eternals? The Celestials are in play? Okay, word. No Way Home? We're ripping the multiverse apart? People are coming through. Word. I'm in. I'm back, baby. Matt Murdock I'm back. Kingpin is back. I'm back. You got me. Anyway, I'm gonna stop. I can rant about this for so long because I've been thinking about it, man, and it just aggravates me the way I'm seeing them handle these characters, yo. Literally have no idea what they're doing. And I still feel bad for Andy. I feel bad for all the actors involved with The Flash because it's just like, y'all going to get so much unjust hate. And again, I'm not a hater. If it turns out well, hey, it turns out. I'm going to see it, and I wonder what it's going to do. But, woo, niggas is not going to be happy. And that Restore the Snyderverse world is always going to be a stench on WB because it's always going to be a what if that happened. This is cool. This could work. But my guy, you just showed us dark side, grainy goodness, Desaad, the world of apocalypse, a nightmare world that's like a Fury Road DC, Joker and Batman working together. What is that about? Restore Snyderverse. Keep what you got going. Restore Snyderverse. That's all I'm saying. I ain't trying to wipe none of that stuff out, but you can restore Snyderverse while you still can. Anyway, RapNerd's out. Hope your New Year's been great, and until next time, peace.